I can see perfectly.
Mystery box time of the month again in it. But wait, the frame is entirely filled with this big cardboard lump. Please handle with care, fragile, thank you, it says all the way over it. It is a special gift for me from Loot Crate. Oh, a little mystery gift, well, quite a big mystery gift actually, that they very kindly sent on to me and said, oh, you should open this on camera, which is a fairly good sign it will be something taking the piss. And the fact that it says fragile all over it does heavily imply that there's nothing fragile inside at all. Let's have a look at the front. We love you, Team Loot Crate. Oh, thanks, guys. Look, they've signed using their special signing pens, so now we can commit identity theft on all of them. Yeah, so basically I got an email saying, oh, we're going to send you a special parcel, and the special parcel has arrived. And I imagine every single one of you at home is assuming it's going to be full of fucking inflatable fucking crowns. And I also agree with this thought, to be brutally honest. As a fact, I'm thinking it harder than you are, because I can feel the weight of this parcel. It is incredibly heavy. I would imagine it's a massive overstock of inflatable crowns that they didn't get hold of. But it may not be that obvious a joke. I will give them 10 bonus points if there are some shoelaces mixed in there, and another 20 bonus points if there's something I'm not expecting. But yes, I think we can all guess it's going to be bloody inflatable crowns, isn't it? Thanks, guys. Let's find out then. Do you know, I've had this thing weeks and not opened it. But I think we all know what's in. Slashy, slashy. And, oh, maybe look at the sides as well. Hang on. And the other one. Well, that's some most exciting knife work I've seen today. Right, here we go. That's the troll face, isn't it? My God, do people still use these? I haven't seen one of these for bloody ages. Oh, I've accidentally slashed its teeth. My God. Well, there we go. I think we can now safely assume it is indeed just going to be... Yeah, there we are. Anything else inside? Ah. Well, thank you very much, lads. I will now be giving away free inflatable crowns at every live event this year. Well, actually, I probably bloody won't be, because people will probably inflate them and then chuck them around or something and I'll get done for littering. But never mind. Well, thanks. It's going to take me ages to eat all those. Ah, the hilarity. Thank you, Sound Machine. My God, this box has taken up so much bloody room, you wouldn't believe. Right, well, it's also used up all our time for Loot Crate, so we'll go through it very quickly. We have a Labyrinth t-shirt. Keeping up with the latest trends with that one, but it's very nice. Look, it's got old Bowie on it, who's dead now, isn't he? Which is a bloody shame. And all the other things what happened in the film Labyrinth. I like the film Labyrinth, and the t-shirt is quite nice. We have a plastic Viking drinking horn for some reason. Look, you can strap it to yourself and then wish you had a more modern and much easier to use way of drinking fluids. There is this slightly bizarre rubber mould for making 20-sided dice out of, well, comically outsized 20-sided dice out of ice. I've got no idea what it's like. I'll use it afterwards and splice in some footage here. So, hours of freezing later, yeah, that's actually a really well-designed mould. It's come out in good shape. I mean, there's a crack down it, but such is the nature of ice, that probably wouldn't happen the next time. And yeah, you can see the numbers on it quite clearly. That's actually a really clever thing. I mean, fuck knows what you want. A big lump of ice in the shape of a D24, but there we are. If you should be playing a board game you want to get through very quickly, what more do you want? Ah, cold, 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 cold. Harry Potter socks featuring all the Horcruxes. That's amazing. They're also very thin, like those sort of cheap ones you get for Poundland. There is an advert for Uncharted 4 for some reason, and a rather nice pin. Sort of a shiny Zelda shield thing, except the design on it is actually a 20-sided die. Yeah, that's quite good, isn't it? The theme was Quest, apparently. And there we go. Let's get on to the next one then. Geek Gear Big Box. This was a new one I did last time for the first time, and we've got it again this month. And it was quite interesting, very high quality stuff and quite a lot of it. What lurks within? I already know it's got a dark blue t-shirt in because I've already opened it up and shown the first bit on camera, and then the battery ran out, so I had to start again. So, winter is coming. Yep, we've got Game of Thrones in here already. Also inaccurate. Summer is coming. Deary me, don't you guys own a calendar? And yes, a Game of Thrones t-shirt. Well, that sticker does come off, doesn't it? It certainly does. This is a monthly exclusive t-shirt, apparently. Go on then. What's the story, Jackanory? It's kind of a big wolf head, and there's some swords around it, and it says on it literally, A Game of Thrones, George R.R. Martin. Well, that's fairly to the point. Oh, it's nice to get a non-black t-shirt as well, so let's put that to one side and see what the hell this is, because frankly I'm really interested in it. I saw a bit of it earlier and couldn't quite work it out. It's a bag, I think. Oh my god. Oh, blimey. Let's stop that crinkling so as not to kill people with headphones. It's a proper sort of messenger bag with Game of Thrones on it. One of these sort of plasticky leather effect ones. Hang on, I shall open it behind the camera. Amuse yourselves by humming music while I do this. No, not that tune. God, what's wrong with you? Blimey, yeah, it's got a map of the world of Game of Thrones, not with Westeros and all them other places, which I don't really understand. There's that bit where Daenerys went and they had a boring storyline last month that was unconnected and that. Yes, Dawn, that was it. Yeah, that's really quite nice. It's much bigger and sort of posh than you usually get in these things. Fair enough, I ain't going to complain. I can put my thrones and my games in it simultaneously. What an evening it's going to be. Yeah, I really like that. That's something I might get some use out of, actually. Good. This is good, because for the last few months I haven't really got anything I've been super excited about in them, so it's really nice to get stuff like that. Right, next up. Oh, bloody hell, I saw loads of these when I was in Hong Kong recently. Like little Lego statues of various characters. This one from Dragon Ball Z, by the looks of it. Doesn't tell you who it is, because I tell you what, here's how many licenses these people who make these have. Yes, but these were super popular on things like Temple Street Market and that. Loads of... this one looks more amusing than most, actually. His hair reminds me a bit of the banyan tree from Jet Set Willy. But I'm going to be honest, I'll probably never put that together, and I should just throw it at a friend who likes Dragon Ball Z. I'm sure they'll enjoy that. Here's some tape. It's very nice tape. I wouldn't eat it, though. That would be a step too far. What we got here? Game of Thrones glass magnets. With the words of 4 of the major houses there. The old Targaryens and the Starks and the Lannisters and the... oh no, like a Greyjoy. There we are. Couldn't remember the name for a second. You win or you die. Or both, if it's a tie. Also available mug set, but not in this box, obviously. What else have we got? A very simple little badge with a dragon on. A bit sort of muted. That's not so good, that one. Let's put that to one side. What's going on here? Hang on, there's a bag of something. Ah, can't get it out. Come to me. Oh, there's a sweet. What is that? Oh, it's one of those Atomic Fireballs hot sweet things. Oh, of course, that. You have been upgraded. 1 in every 5 subscribers received this upgrade. Oh, was it random? Or was it just because they knew it was going out to a YouTube person? I have no idea. Well, that's their logo. So what is this thing? That's an interesting thing, a random factor, other than, you know, you might get a slightly different Funko Pop or something. There's a big picture of the dragon bursting out of the Harry Potter bank, which name I can't remember. Gringotts, there we go, with all the actors on it. So what's the deal in here? Owl Post. Ah, it's my invitation to Hogwarts, only about 30 years too late. Well, let's undo it and see what happens. Very hairy string, this. Incidentally, if you want some contraceptive advice, never use a carrier bag and hairy string. It just doesn't work properly. Let's just ask my son. Right. And... Is that actual wax? Yes, it is, I think. No, isn't it sort of a bit rubbery, actually? That confused me for a second. I was going to say, it's actually been sealed by wax. Imagine how long it would take to put these together. Go on then. What have I been upgraded to? Some paper. This is taking an awfully long time. I really hope this is worth it. It is literally just a sort of comedy prop thing with your name on and some nice stuff. Well, that's differently. Parents are reminded that first years are not allowed their own broomsticks. Well, I'll bear that in mind. Oh, well, that's a little extra for 1 in 5 people, I suppose, but it's not going to set your world on fire. If it does, extinguish it immediately. That's very dangerous. And finally, oh god, Crepe Paper of the Month Club. This is literally what's in it. Hang on, you get one of the following. 100 subscribers get a fantastic Game of Thrones bag. Other people get like some coasters or a mug or something. So, you're actually very unlikely to get the bag, and you're more likely to get the mug and the... Oh, that's a bit, I appear to have lucked out with this one somewhat, or it has been deliberately sent to me. I do not know. I know not, friends. What's the poster? Oh my god, it's Dark Souls. Dark Souls 3. Well, I fucking love Dark Souls, so I am very much sold on that. That's nice. Unfortunately, it's one of those ones that's been folded and then you end up with the creases down the middle, which is a real shame. Always roll your posters, friends, but that's very nice. Well, that's a weird one, that, because I was going to say how incredibly good it was, but actually, it looks like statistically you probably wouldn't get the bag, so it's not quite so good overall, is it? Not entirely sure what to make of that. Let's look at another box then. Ah, the sleek little lines of the Super Geek Box, filled to the brim, literally, because as soon as I cut this, the tops virtually flew off. Blimey. A lot of people have pointed out, I said last time they were all worth about the same amount of money, but they said, Super Geek Box is actually substantially cheaper, which is why it's smaller and you get less box stuff inside. Well, not really, because I was going by UK prices, and by the time you've had them sent here, it's all pretty similar, unfortunately. Anyway, let's see what's inside, which is far more fun. We have a t-shirt with a cereal advert on. That makes sense. Lord of the Rings. What? Hang on, what's going on here? Horde of the Rings. Ha ha ha. And oh, I see, it's like a weird, massively overweight Sonic the Hedgehog who's been hoarding rings that are like onion rings or something, and I'm very confused by this t-shirt and it angers me. But don't worry, oh my god! Look at this thing. Plush with sound effects. Oh god, Sonic, what happened to you, Sonic? It looks like I've been run over by something. Try me. Come on, music from Green Hill Zone or GTFO. Well, that's, I mean, it's recognisably Sonic the Hedgehog, but it's a bit of an oddity, isn't it? Plus the sound goes off quite easily, so you could accidentally set it off. Don't carry it in a bag, guys. Interesting. Super Geek Box Lightning Key cover. Lightning key? What? What is a lightning key? What? Or is it just a key cover with lightning on? It's clearly the Flash, isn't it? I wouldn't call that lightning. It's not lightning, dude. It's the Flash in it. Perhaps they can't use the word. That does seem likely. Epic Comic Cast. What is that? Like a podcast about comics or something? And that's his logo that you can have ironed onto your jacket. That's an odd one. What's here? Pikachu's, the shockingly fresh gum. God. 12 pieces, sugar-free, electrifying mint. Yes, clinical studies have shown that chewing sugarless gum for 20 minutes following meals can help prevent tooth decay. Additionally, one should always follow good habits of regular brushing as well as flossing and using proper mouthwash. Thanks, Pikachu's. Tell you what else. This is quite obviously not licensed, is it? Because, yeah, there's none of that in it. Well, fair enough. I'll try some of that in a second. And there's a little badge that nobody cares about with a picture of Sonic on. Great. What else have we got? Oh, there's something else in here. Hang on. We've got like a sort of useless thing. And, hang on. I think it's more Sonic the Hedgehog stuff. No, it isn't. It's Dragon Ball Z. Oh god, it's a panorama, ready? It's over 9,000 old memes. It's Superman versus the guy from Dragon Ball Z's name I can't bloody remember, having never seen the show, being too old. That's going to really bug me, because I do know it as well. I want to say Vegeta, but that's probably like a villain character because it sounds like vegetable, and everybody knows vegetables are evil. Goku, is that his name? Yeah, I think it is. That'll do anyway. Right, I'm going to try a Pikachu's shockingly fresh gum. How shocking? I don't know. So it's been a funny one this month, actually, for the mystery boxes, other than the sort of quiz thing at the start, because I've got loads of them, bloody loads of them this month. I kind of had to pick and choose which ones to show, and it will go down considerably from this month onwards. I think as I've closed the PO box due to there now being so much stuff arriving in it, I actually couldn't handle it. Right, is this very generic sugar-free chewing gum? Yes. Yes, it is. Is it shockingly minty? Wouldn't go that far, but it is quite minty. I think it is just below shockingly on the scale of such things. Oh well then, do you know, I kind of wish I'd looked in the other boxes as well. Do you know what? Sod it, it's my channel. Let's do this thing. Let's have a mystery box blowout. Since I probably won't be getting as many in the future. I think I am going to do another video probably tomorrow with the other 3 boxes in, which I've got sitting over there. There. What more do you want out of life?
Subscribe for more.